documentary, the Netflix series, they hire these really hot young girls that were the representatives that would go to the doctors and sell this stuff and bring the brochures, and they had a little spiel that they would sell. It's crazy. It's crazy what they did. I mean, they followed the law. Look, if you want to be an evil sociopath, it's really that the way they did it that's the way to do it, and it's the most effective way to make a lot of money.
Right.
They made billions.
And you know what? They didn't break the law, I guess. You know?
Sort of, kind of. But what's interesting now is because of the Netflix series, they were going to sign some sort of a deal where they give $6 billion and they were going to have immunity to prosecution. And a judge looked at it after the series and went, hold on, we're not signing off on this.
Right.
Like, we need to find out what the fuck is going on. Like, what did you guys do? Like, what did you do to the world? What did you do to the country?
Yeah.
So they're looking for more money.
Well, they're not just looking for more money. They're now talking about criminal prosecution. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it's like you would like people to be held responsible for it, but
unfortunately, they have so much money they can pay the lawmakers, they can pay the Congress, they can do anything.
It's very weird. It's very weird that they allowed them to. I mean, it's evil. It's really evil. They ruined the lives of untold millions of people.
I don't know if I could ever do something like that.
Of course you couldn't. Of course,
come up with something that I know people are going to get addicted to, and
I think
and lie to them. I mean,
one of those things where you become accustomed to it because everyone like you is doing it, and it becomes part of what you do. You know, I think it's just people adapt to whatever environment they're in, and if your environment is in getting pills to people, that's your job. Your job is to get pills to people.
Right.
The pharmaceutical drug reps, they come to you. I mean,
that's all they're thinking of.
Yes.
Is how I get my pills. To
yeah,
these people.
That's what your job is. Your job is to do that. Your job is not to like help these people. I mean, there was one doctor in the series that was like an ethical doctor that kicked the lady out of his clinic. He's like, "Get the fuck out of here! You're selling heroin." Wow. It's an interesting scene because like that's rare because most doctors are rule followers. You got to think most doctors, they go to college, they get their medical degree, they go to medical school, they do the residency. Everything is by the book. You got to do what they say to do, you know. And then you're working for a hospital, which this is how naive I was. I didn't even know that most hospitals are privately owned. Like I didn't know that they were for-profit businesses that try to push medicine on people.
Yeah, but
I thought they're just here to help you.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't that be the best thing?
US.
Like, if hospitals were just places where the doctors get paid well because they're really good at their job, but what they're trying to do is make you better.
And that's
No,
why
those
healthcare's
hospitals
so
are trying to make
expensive
as much
in the
money
US
as possible. They want to
largely
keep you in as much
privatized.
as possible, prescribe as much medication as possible. It's just like,
You know what? I'll give you an example of that. It's not really drug related, but I went to the hospital. I had pneumonia, and they accidentally gave me the hospital bill of everything that they used on me, and all my like if I had like ginger ale, diet ginger ale, it was a little 6 ounce, those little ones. I had like 20 of them while I was there. They were charging $12 for each one of those. they had on the bill like the linen, what the linen costs, and this and that. Linen was $200, just the bed sheets. Wow. I saw all this stuff on this bill. The bill ended up being for 5 days. It was $165,000.
Which is ridiculous.
How could you spend $165,000 just laying in a hospital bed?
That's crazy.
You know, they're serving you 3
Drinking
meals a
ginger
day.
ale.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, $167,000.
Meals are probably like
ridiculous.
$400 each or something.
business. Yeah, that's
Try
what's
to take a
crazy
shit,
about
that's
business, right?
$80.
In businesses,
Take a
people just
piss,
want to make
that's
the most money
$25.
possible.
It's crazy.
Fucking crazy when it's involving pills and people's health.
crazy.
Yeah.
God. So how many years have you been clean now?
12 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That must be very nice.
Yeah, it's nice. You know, I don't have a lot of, thank God I don't have a lot of triggers anymore. I used to because I was going through a lot of pain. And I had my knees replaced. I had my back surgery. So I'm actually on the mend now.
When did you have your knees
I have the
replaced?
shoulder replaced too. I had them replaced a year ago. And
How'd that go?
Really good, really good. I was literally my doctor's really progressive. Like he got me out of bed the day of surgery, had me walking around. It was ridiculous.
Did you do one at a time or both at the same time?
Both at the same time.
Oh my God! So you're walking around with 2 new knees?
I left the hospital without using anything. I walked out of the hospital the next day.
Jeez.
Yeah, and he wanted me to walk up the steps and down the steps, and
Wow.
it was crazy. I mean, it didn't take me long to recover though. Probably 4 or 5 months. It usually takes a year, but I did in probably 4 or 5 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. With no painkillers.
No painkillers. No.
Do you take CBD or anything like that?
I tried CBD. It doesn't really work on me, but
I think the volume of pain you're dealing with is probably
yeah.
outside of
I mean,
CBD's
is there a way
pay
to
scale.
is there a way to OD on CBD?
No, I don't believe so. Might be. I mean, it might be bad for you. As I look at a Killcliff with CBD in it, this is 25 milligrams. This is nothing. Yeah, it's CBD is like for people that have like mild arthritis and general discomfort and inflammation. It's not for what you were dealing with.
Right.
Shoulder replacements, knee replacements,
Yeah.
you need
disc
some
replacements.
Novocaine for
I
that.
have to have. I can't wait to get my neck done. I mean,
Yeah.
I need that number of that doctor, man. That's all I'm thinking about right now, Joe.
Yeah, well, as soon as we get out of here, I'll contact Aljo and try to get that hooked up and find out, because his is amazing. I mean, the fact that he was able to get that surgery, I believe Chris Weidman got the same surgery. I don't know if it's from the same doctor,
Yeah,
but
if you guys
several
don't know what
guys in the
he's talking
UFC
about,
have gotten that surgery.
Go watch.
You know what? John
the fight
Cena had
between
it too.
Aljamain
Oh, yeah?
and,
I believe,
get?
but his was a
Kid
rubber
Ryan,
disc.
where he got his
Interesting.
neck snapped.
Yeah, it was-
How long ago was
different.
this?
And he
Probably
got
7 or
some
8
type
years
of
ago.
surgery. That was he was able to
He
fight
had
it
neck
with
surgery.
nerves.
I believe he had a rubber disc put in his neck, and I'm not so sure that's gonna last as long as the other one that the doctor that does yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
think
the scary thing is they'll tell you, like, we'll replace something, whether it's a hip or whatever, but in 20 years, you're going to need a new one.
I know.
Yeah.
They told me to take care of your knees because they won't last forever.
What did it give you, like a timeline?
15, 20. But I told them, can I run on them? They said no, but I run on them.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Kurt.
You do a lot of cardio to make up for all the stuff that you can't do?
I do. I run. I only run 2 miles, 2 or 3 days a week because of my knees.
Yeah.
I don't want to overdo it because I know they'll probably go to shit in a year or two if I abuse them too much. So I do very little. I run a couple miles 3 days a week. Not a lot.
As bad as the pharmaceutical drug companies are in pushing painkillers, thank God the medical, like the technological side of it, of the medical community, is developing these incredible replacements. And
that's crazy, huh?
Yeah,
Get new knees, new shoulders, yeah.
Like Matt Serra, who's a UFC welterweight champion, he just got his knee replaced. He's back to jiu-jitsu, training again hard. He's going to get his other one done. I mean, it's kind of incredible.
Now, will he compete again?
No, he's not competing anymore.
Yeah.
But he's 50, close to it at least. What he's doing is just training and doing normal stuff. But
at least he can do what he was doing before.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, that was the video, and I just want to say I think it's really crazy that in the United States, you can spend 5 days in the hospital and get a $165,000 bill. Certainly in the country, I live in Canada, and certainly in Canada, even without health insurance, I don't think you're gonna spend even 10% of that. You're gonna have a $17,000 bill for 5 nights in a hospital. It might be a couple of $1,000s, sure, but I don't think it's $165,000. Like, that's just ridiculous. I don't know how people in America survive without sorry, it's just sirens behind me, but I don't know how y'all survive without health insurance. But anyways, if you guys want to see more of these videos like this, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.